So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
And it's Hazard. Crosses it in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Serginho receives it in a wide position. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Serginho. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Roberto Carlos. Neymar. And here's Raul. Hazard. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Passes short and sharp. Massaro, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hazard. Egypt looking to pass their way through. It's Inzaghi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
Egypt with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Coming on the field is number 22, Bellingham.
They've played it short. Now it's Neymar. It's a good foot in there. And the referee's awarded a free kick. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Owen. Bernardo Silva tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Borussia Dortmund still without a single shot on target. Looking for the run, and there's green grass ahead of him. He is through here. He's had a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And it's Borussia Dortmund who take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
He's got tall. And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. And he's quick to get it clear again. Can he get it through? And this is Maradona. That's an excellent interception. Serginho. Aimed beyond the defence. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Borussia Dortmund are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. Back in possession and ready to go again. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's put paid to a promising move. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Has a look and plays it forward. Ambitious ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to play it through. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Neymar. Shot, surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Egypt have their second corner now. Neymar with the short one. Saliba does well to get it back. Egypt have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And it's Roberto Carlos. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Bellingham. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. Looking for options for movement. Maradona. Cafu. Cross from Cafu.
Has been indicated.
Bellingham gets it away. Look at the space here. Owen. And that's been it. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first half thoughts?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Borussia Dortmund go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 11. Raul.
Here we go again then.
Coming on to replace him
A
is
solitary goal.
number
That has been the
20,
crucial difference.
Hazard.
Roberto Carlos fired deep. It's a mighty effort. Bernardo Silva. And it's Hazard. Now it's Maradona. And it's Hazard. Rice. Now Neymar. Elects to cross. Maradona is flagged offside. Serginho. That's a throw. And it's Serginho. Hazard. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Chance here to counter. Lazaro. Bernardo Silva. Serginho in acres of space out wide. And this is Owen. Owen! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And now they can spring out of defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And this is Roberto Carlos. Terrific header! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Egypt really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
We have got
20,
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 15,
And it's Messi. And
Substitution in
Dijk
progress.
wins the duel this time. He's in plenty of space here. Bale could try cutting inside here.
Egypt really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Probing pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Egypt appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Bellingham. Borussia Dortmund do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Just about up to 75 minutes. Ugarte. Cafu. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one. Egypt really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Spread neatly. Messi. Borussia Dortmund do have a chance to counter here. Played out towards the right wing. Hangs one. Big header! Oh, that could cost them.
Now, that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he whips it in. Well, there's the clearance. 1-0 as we head towards the end. And it's Bellingham. Massaro. It's run loose here. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Borussia Dortmund nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked...
And a shot! Serginho attempts a clearance. All hands on deck for this one. He'll try to keep this alive. Messi. He can run onto that. That's been cut out, well played. Cafu. Now he's got space here. Bale. They really do have to make something of this. Bale's cross. But he's taking no chances there. And the referee brings it to a close. Borussia Dortmund have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Bellingham taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here.
Figo is really quite unique, Peter. I mean, his technique is flawless. A winger, but with the vision of a real playmaker.
Essentially the complete package.
Yeah,
Here's a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
that's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been cut short. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Yamal, and there's the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Lamine Yamal has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Tries a shot! It's a loose ball, and it's come back out to him.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
It's a really well-measured ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Played out to the right. Quarter of an hour played. Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Owen. Kirkchu. He's being urged to shoot. Vieira. Here's Vitinha. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Figo.
There they go, hunting again.
Raul. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he welcomes Yamal! Oh, brilliant from Yamal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, well played, well played.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets. Out to the left it goes. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Oh no, he's got that wrong. And here's Yamal. And it's Vitinha. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Serginho showing good feet, delivers with whip. Corner given. Deftly away. That's really nicely played. Bernardo Silva delivers. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. That's an imaginative pass. Bernardo Silva. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. No way through there. Bullet tries to pass it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Vieira. Vitinha tries to dink it through. Cristiano Ronaldo. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Played in deep, climbs up big! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away.
Oh, great feat, that.
Lofted in. Caught offside that time. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul. And it's Serginho. Bernardo Silva. Vieira. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thuram, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And he whips it in. And that has been cleared.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
And this is Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's a throw-in. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Figo. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold.
Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! The glamour and the glory! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
The pass has gone astray. Shevchenko touches it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Messi. Bellingham threads one in. It's a promising position. Cross in, looks like a good one. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And now the breakaway. That's a nicely shaped ball. And a chance! Off the post. That was a good run. The chance, surely! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
Yeah. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Bellingham. Pele takes control of it and he's on the move. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easy...
It's Pele! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping! Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bernardo Silva did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Massaro! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good ball, good take. Time and again they are repelled. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. And time is up. Borussia Dortmund were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bebeto. Makaleli. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Owen. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Threads one in.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that should get the job done.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kukcu. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Mosquera gets over and intercepts. Bernardo Silva looking for options for movement. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Piqué. It's Makaleli. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that's well spotted.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And this is Bebeto. And he's found a way past. He's dealt with that really well. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 5.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never...
Up he goes! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Bebeto is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nicely aimed pass. White is always looking to play quality balls. And it's White. Saliba concedes a free kick for that.
Borussia Dortmund are really in a position where patience and prudence will...
Shot a goal! Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Raul. Nicely weighted ball. Good read, needed to be. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. Borussia Dortmund are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against waiting until half-time. And he's forced to go back.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting.
And the shot! He's got a goal! A again in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. And he was alert to it. Piqué! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Serginho. Out to the right. Now it's Haaland. He's having a go! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
There will
Bernardo
be 1
Silva.
minute added time.
Tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Borussia Dortmund present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So this to extend their lead. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he... And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform you that CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
And we're off again.
Borussia Dortmund really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to belt it away. Bernardo Silva. And it's Bellingham. And here's Owen. Piqué defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a searching pass. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a lovely, neat pass. Oh, that's clever. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Raul. And this is Owen. Shot could be on. Oh, robust challenge. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Raul wins the duel this time. Serginho. And this is Owen. No, it's not getting there. Borussia Dortmund perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He is through here. Raul. That is good strength. Referee has just said play on. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Bernardo Silva. And that's another good win of the ball. Saliba cuts out the pass. He's a sharp little ball here. It's roll! He's kept it out just.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
This looks promising. It's come to nothing. Massaro is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
White. Now Fiore. Rui Costa. Raul looking understandably energised after his goal. White tries a cross. Nice interception. Well, Fiore! A whisker away from making it 4.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while. Oh, really well played.
Bebeto ploughing through the middle. Tries to pass it through. Oh, shooting chance! And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and it's a foul. It could be a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To open the scoring. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Owen, oh, well played. Yamal. Now, what about a counter-attack? Gerrard. Pull it. Gerrard. And it's Lam. Well, nicely intercepted. Massaro. That's good running with the ball. He's through here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bebeto. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Massaro. Yamal. Borussia Dortmund leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Serginho. He has found a way through. That is a brilliant interception. Bernardo Silva! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Swings in across. Yamal is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Yokohama F. Marinos look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long...
And the shot! And another try! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Yokohama F. Marinos grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal stood his ground strongly. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, the defence just climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Somewhat off target. And this is Owen. And Owen! They've got to be quick to recover this. There's the crossfield ball. Mosquera. Passing is crisp and sharp. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the counter is on. Vieira. Collar. Bernardo Silva. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well read, nice interception. Yamal.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Yamal, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Chance here to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Saliba gets rid without sophistication. Ah, good steal, he just read it. That's a cute ball. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Hullet. Lam. Yamal gets into some space.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Lam. And here's Gerrard. Yamal receives it in a wide position. He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Lam. And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the second half started. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Borussia Dortmund do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Saliba does well to get it back. And he's managed to get free. And he lines up a cross. A mighty effort! What a wonderful goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run.
Decent chance! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So all square and not for the first time. Oh, it's gone in!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Searching pass he's played there. Bellingham.
unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Bergkamp. Ronaldo might just make this. Saka going face-to-face with his great rival. Can he get on the end of this? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Could move up a gear here. Borussia Dortmund are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Into the last quarter of an hour.
Yokohama F. Marinos clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Owen! That has ended up in no man's land.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So, time for changes
Cristiano
on
Ronaldo.
both sides, actually.
Number 9. Jan Koller. Number 8. Gerrard.
Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that.
Coming on the field.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add, ambitious and adventurous too.
It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
This is quite a battle.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Serginho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Massaro. This is promising. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Raul plays it in. Good read, needed to be. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So, what can they make of this? Saka.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now, this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. That has not gone well.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's a promising position. Pinches it off him. Ibrahimovic! That's definitely not his best.
There will be 5 minutes
Quality
added
ball.
time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Engages and forces him off the ball. Massaro. Now it's Bernardo Silva. No luck with that dink over the top. Ibrahimovic is flagged offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Bellingham. And it's Seedorf. Salam. Saka is someone with real dynamite in it. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it was engaging,
we'd like
if
to
not
inform you
an
now
edge
that
of your
the
seat
latest travel
encounter, and
information is
importantly,
currently being displayed
it offered
on
the
the
right
screen.
result.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin, that's all we have time. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who has a great versatility in his game, the right attitude, very clever in how he operates around the pitch. And I think he has the potential to excel in most attacking positions. But when it comes down to it, I'd actually love to see him operate in a number 10 for a spell. I think he could thrive there.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand...
Owen! Fantastic from Michael Owen!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Bernardo Silva. Raul. Always onto this. Shot could be... Can he finish? Magnificent from Massaro! He's got himself an absolute peach. 2-0, and in next to no time. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Borussia Dortmund are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Good ball over the top. Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Platini can get it clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Neto, and that interception was most necessary. Now it's Platini. Tries to play it through, and this is Ibrahimovic. Platini, can he finish? And want to be quick to recover this. Maicon's cross. Mosquera getting this one clear. And he's there to belt it away. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's through here. Big chance! He's had a shot! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Bernardo Silva. Now it's Owen. And he's intervened well there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that pass just didn't quite work. And that's gone loose. Out to the left it goes. And he's managed to get free.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
That's been drilled forward. Now, can they get him away? There will be a throw-in. Very nearly half an hour gone here. belly. Short changes him with that pass. Lam. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Eto'o. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is a header! Cleared without complication. Decent chance! Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Serginho, he's found a way through. Real chance here. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. That's been cut out, well played. Raul. Has a look and place it forward. Looking for options for movement. Raul. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Owen. Rijkaard. And here's Ibrahimovic. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Ibrahimovic really needed to...
Massaro. And a chance! And it's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
It's become a case of men against boys. He's well positioned, and he shoots! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And yes, it's him again. And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good...